Along many bills signed into law this month, Governor Sarah Huckabee Sanders signed the Blue Envelope Bill, designed to help drivers with autism during any encounters with police officers. 5 News reporter Parker Abels explains how this will benefit both people on the spectrum and law enforcement officers.
The Blue Envelope Bill gives anyone on the autism spectrum a chance to communicate with officers of their diagnosis.
If you're pulled over or have an interaction with law enforcement, you just hand them that envelope, and it'll contain some standard language on it explaining that this individual has autism, and obviously that will change how the law enforcement officer approaches it.
Arkansas is the 7th state to issue this law and first out of the southern states. Ludwig Kozlowski Jr., who is the vice chair of the Governor's Council of Development Disabilities, explains why this is so beneficial for those on the spectrum.
When you're on the autism spectrum, which I am, you can get really overwhelmed and forget things. You could start flapping your arms, which, if it's someone else who may not be on the spectrum, cops may misread or misunderstand. And then we take things very black and white sometimes.
This law aims to protect drivers, and the envelope will be free to anyone who needs it.
You hear about stories where actual individuals on the spectrum are tased, or there are incidents that happen where people got hurt that were unnecessary, that shouldn't have happened. If we have something like this, that could be very helpful to have that discussion and that understanding there.
We don't anticipate any cost associated with it. It's going to be as simple as we have 134 revenue offices across the state. You'll be able to obtain one at any of those offices. And then also you'll have the option of ordering one online.
Scott Harden with the Department of Finance and Administration hopes it reaches and helps thousands of Arkansans.
We all know someone with autism with a diagnosis, whether it's a family or a friend. So one, we're going to have to do a good job of communicating the availability of this program to Arkansans, and we want to see people utilize it.
Kozlowski Jr. just wants to remind everybody to treat those with autism with the same respect you treat anyone else.
Important to, when you're dealing with individuals with the autism spectrum, they're no different than anyone else. We just think of the world a little bit differently. So it's important to never just judge a book by its cover, to always treat people as they want to be treated.
Covering news where you live, Parker Abels, 5 News.
The bill will be implemented on January 1st, 2026. The envelopes will be available at your local revenue office or on the Arkansas DFA website.